Yeah, we go ahead and go live. Let's get it, man. Let's cut that thing up, man. Let's cut that thing up, man. We the Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, started at 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana. We teach Black, Hispanic, Native Indians who they are according to the Bible, baby. You know what I'm saying? They the so-called Black, Hispanic, Native Indians. We the lost 12 tribes of Israel, man. Lost 12 tribes of Israel, man. According to this Bible, according to archaeology, and according to history, man. This is something that we've been stripped from. One of the lies, another lie. You know what I'm saying? All the lies of earth always against Black people, man. You know what I'm saying? Let me yeah, we good. We too up. We too up. Sounding good. We straight as far as the feed. So lock it on the quality of the video. I had to reduce some of the quality just so we can get flowing and we won't be glitching up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, ooh, we was glitching yesterday, boy. But yeah, today's topic is the lies and forgiveness. Again, it's part 2. We're talking about Hallows Eve, also known as Halloween. But before we get into what the pagans like to do, the Celtics and all that, the so-ins, we're going to talk about who is Israel, how is Israel, and where is Israel, and what the Lord preferred out of Israel. There's a whole lot of Israel in it, because it is real that we should know about Israel. You understand? Because these are the Lord's favorite people. You know what I'm saying? That's the Lord's favorite people. Like you never knew in your little mind that the Lord had a favorite nation of people. You understand? You might have always thought, you know what I'm saying, the Lord loved the white man simply because of how earth looking like right now. You know what I'm saying? Look at you. Just imagine your worst and your most poorest moments in life. You know what I'm saying? Your most poverty moments. And when you didn't know about this truth out here, man, when you didn't know about nothing, and you just see white people or oppressors or anybody else, you know what I'm saying, just living their best life, man. Living their best life while you struggling to eat Fruit Loops without no milk, man. While you burning up ramen noodles every night, goddamn, with no water, because you ain't got no water on. So you put the ramen noodles in the microwave. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of stuff that Black people, man, you gotta honor the Lord and also thank the Lord, because we are in this secret place. That secret place is the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, where we are learning things that Harvard don't know, that Howard don't know. Your university, your colleges. Like we just recently went to a college little festival out there in North Carolina, and you best believe every last one of these goddamn college cats had weed in the air and drink in their system. You know what I'm saying? Lawless. Downtown or whatever they doing, showing whatever they can, just to have a little fun, that little frats and all that other stuff, man. That ain't what life is about, man. You understand me? You learn that from the Greeks, man. You learn that from the Greeks. Want to be around folks and be naked and do all types of wickedness, homosexual activities, man. That's why your Black leaders right now are Omega Sapphires and all that other bull crap. You know what I'm saying? Got Greek words on them in 2025. Yo, stupid behind got purple and gold on and got Greek letters on your name, and you got to do Lord knows what to get in those fraternity camps, whatever they call this Greek mythology bull crap, man. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying? We are the scholars on earth, man. We are the scholars. The Lord has chosen you to be a priest and prophet, Black man. But you just gotta want it, man. You just gotta want it, man. You really just have to want to be chosen. If you don't want to be chosen, ain't nothing worse than a goddamn saying that he's free Black man. Knowing that we in hell right now, but you want to say that you free. Oh, ain't nobody got me free. My daddy got money. Oh, we got money. We ain't in captivity no more. Captivity over with. We getting money just like my so-called oppressor. Because you white collar, you blue collar right now, man. You middle class right now, man, because your daddy or whoever bent over backwards for the white man to get whatever the white man has gave them, and not knowing that the white man can take that away from them just like this, man. You see what happened to these celebrities? These celebrities are going bankrupt, man, and richer than your goddamn daddy. You see what's going on with it. You understand me? It's all about contracts nowadays. What contract have you signed? Have you sold your life away to the so-called oppressor? You know what I'm saying? We ain't saying nothing spooky. We ain't saying nothing spooky. This is real. You know what I'm saying? Even when you go to work, man, you sign a little job form, and your job is talking about if you speak upon what goes down in this meeting, we're gonna have like no, what do they call it? Zero something. And you get terminated immediately. You know what I'm saying? Nowadays, in those terms and conditions, Black man, we don't even read those terms and conditions because we so poor and in poverty. You thinking of the money they about to give you an hour, and you don't even know that those terms and conditions, it could say some spooky stuff. It could say, you can get terminated. Like they're gonna come to your house and blow your brains out. And you ain't even read it, the terms and conditions. You just thought terminate means to they gonna let you go from the job. You know what I'm saying? Back in the day, these devils had like type of strategies, a crafty counsel, like stuff like this, man. What I'm saying right now, man. You know what I'm saying? Never forget that your ancestors, our ancestors, you know what I'm saying, was at the footstool of these goddamn oppressors out here, man. And I'm talking about the bad terms. I ain't talking about the good ones of, you know what I'm saying, just going to church and making a little bit of less money or whatever. I'm talking about in slavery, have been stripped from their language. You know what I'm saying? That babies taken away from them, the wives taken away from them, raped and, excuse my, that eighth word right in front of your goddamn baby daddy. You know what I'm saying? About an oppressor, send them back to you. Now you looking at your wife like you don't really want to touch her, but you can't do nothing about it because the slave master did it. Now you want to goddamn get arms and pitchforks and try to fight against the oppressor, and then they gonna slaughter your whole nation, your whole people, because you living on their plantation and their land. You go outside and you look at these woods right now. You imagine running in these woods with no goddamn, no goddamn no shoes or nothing, man. You see how far you make it, man. Let's see how far you make it to stay away from that main road, man. I gotta give it up to Harriet Tubman because that was a hell of a job that she did, freeing the slaves on those underground railroad, getting all the way up to the north. Man, you know how hard it is to walk or run to the north? But black people, we got that power in us, man. Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, we got that power in us, man. When it's enough, it is enough. You know what I'm saying? Damn what the white man tell you, talking about they're the superior beings on earth, man. At killing folks, unaliving. You're superior at being a devil. You understand? Because you are the devil, the earth. Job 9:24, let's get that. And it reads, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. You know what I'm saying? What that mean? Now, who is the earth given into? Who is the wicked on this earth right now? And it has to be a nation of people, man. Don't just point out Leroy from the block that got gonna shot the other brother because he slept with his woman. You know what I'm saying? Who made these guns? Who's the first one that brought these guns over here? You know what I'm saying? Who stripped these black people of their natural laws? You know what I'm saying? Their conduct codes. Who stripped them from all this, man? You understand? Who oppressed these people for time and time and time and time again to no end? Who oppressed these people that are doing these wicked acts? These are so-called Americans, man. Because they are running the earth right now. If you don't believe me, look at the suit and ties on everybody. Everybody got on a suit and tie on in China, in Russia, in America, you know what I'm saying, in Africa. Everybody got suits and ties on. Why? Because everyone envy the so-called white race of how they get what they do. They do what they do, whatever I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? Having the Israelites in captivity and human traffic at its finest to the point people don't even look at it like they're captive no more. We've been in this land so long, people don't even look at the goddamn captivity that we are under. And now I know y'all hear me and y'all keep saying, well, you keep talking about captivity, black people this, black people that. But this is what's needed. Because when I get into this Bible, what I'm finna do right now in the book of Exodus, chapter 19, you're going to hear about Israel going to captivity and how you would know that they are the people of Israel and where they are today by them being in captivity. You got to understand this, black man. You got to understand I have to bash the oppressor for us to learn and for us to thrive and get ourselves together, man. Because the Lord is going to tell you why you are in captivity. And the Lord is going to tell you how to get out of captivity, like how he told Moses during the time of Egypt. You understand? Egypt is a real land, according to my knowledge. Israel is a real land, according to my knowledge. You understand? Alexander the Greek was a real person, according to my knowledge. Xerxes was a real person, according to my knowledge. King David, everybody else was real people. But you can read about this in Greek, and not even mythology, in Greek history. You can read about it in the American history books. And we're going to read about it in this Bible because this Bible is not a religious book. It's not a coloring book. This is a blood lineage book, man, of what's going on out here to this day, man. The Lord had more wisdom than us, anybody else on earth, anybody else above, anyone. He's the only God. So he got the word. He got the way to put the words of the mysteries in the Bible and let the people know when the time comes when he want to release the little veil. You understand? We're going to get that in the Baruch. Matter of fact, let's get Baruch right quick. Let's get one of my favorite scriptures. We're going to get Baruch 4:1. Let y'all know this is not a game. Baruch 4:1, and it reads, this is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever. All that keepeth shall come to life, but such shall leave it shall die. You understand? This is the book of commandments. It ain't no book of coloring books. This is a book of instructions. You understand? This is the book of instructions. Give me Colossians 1:26. Give me Colossians 1:26, if I could. Let me want to get Colossians 26. While I'm getting that, if y'all could, Baba Kashah, like and share the class. You understand? Like and share the class. Augusta, Georgia. We're trying to get the views up and out here in Augusta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do what it takes. Colossians 1:26. And it reads, even the mysteries which have been hid from ages and from generation are now made manifest to his saints. You understand? That's what that means. The mysteries that's been hidden from ages. So you telling me the Lord didn't want people to understand this? The Lord didn't want people to understand what's going on earth, huh? Is that what that's saying? Because it said the mysteries has been hidden from earth. I mean, from generations upon generations and ages. If you know what ages is like eons. That's the synonym of ages, eons. Eons sound like a bigger word than ages, huh? Thousands of years, thousands of years. You know what I'm saying? This word has been hidden. You understand me? So of course your Christian pastor did not have this knowledge that we have in the ISUPK. He didn't know Christ was a black man, or he didn't push it one. He either knew or he didn't push it one. You understand me? We have no filters in the ISUPK under Commanding General Yohana, man. Big shout out to Commanding General Yohana for holding on to this knowledge, man, and teaching brothers like us, teaching brothers like you and me, so we can have mouthpieces on us to be able to wake up our people out here in our time of need. You know what I'm saying? You know how many people probably unaliving themselves or getting unalived simply because they don't know the mysteries. They don't know the mystery. They didn't know how powerful they were according to the Bible. They was walking that damn block thinking that they was goddamn hoodlums. Walking like hoodlums, thinking that they should be the most perfect demon out here, not knowing that all of our people get goddamn unalive and in prison like that way. Now all of our warriors are in prison simply because they want to live a demonic lifestyle, learning from the oppressors, your so-called Gaudis. You know what I'm saying? Your so-called, what they call them? What's all these goddamn Italians' name? Tarantino, goddamn Corleone. You understand? Y'all know what I'm going. Y'all know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Black people want to be the face of the goddamn drug card so bad. Understand that's not our culture, man. We don't need drugs. When have black people ever need drugs to stimulate their mind? We are stronger than that. All you black people out there, all those black people, you wouldn't do heroin. Like the smart ones, y'all know damn well y'all would not goddamn put no needle and get high off heroin. The people that selling the dope, they wouldn't do the dope. You understand me? But we've been in captivity so long, they thinking goddamn let's try it and getting hooked on it. And it's be our own people that selling it to them. You understand? Be our own people not selling it to our own people out here, man. You understand? Simply because we have yet to realize that these mysteries have been hidden. These mysteries of the Bible, that we are the Lord's chosen people. The Lord is a racist according to the Bible. These are mysteries I should have heard long ago. You understand me? Because guess what? Now that I heard those mysteries and the Lord called me into this safe haven, you know what I'm saying? I gave up a lot of all that wickedness. I would have been right there in jail as well with all my other brothers. You understand me? But now that I've realized I've got the antidote. We have the antidote in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. And what is that antidote? The truth. The truth. Truth. The truth. You understand me? According to the Bible. You understand? Let's read. Let's get Exodus. Let's get 19. And let's read. Let's start at verse 1. Let's start at verse 1. Because right now I'm gonna just let you know, black man. We talking about captivity, this, captivity, that, this, that, and this. Wow, y'all always talk about captivity, black people in captivity. I understand what you're thinking. You understand me? But this is what we have to do, because this is going to be our instruction, our guidance back to the Most High righteously, to understand what he done to us simply because we was doing something against him. You understand me? When he had chosen us to have everlasting wisdom in his name. We embarrassed the Most High, black brother, Hispanic brother, Native Indian brother. We embarrassed him. Well, how? How, you may ask? Let's just read. The book of Exodus, chapter 19 and verse 1. In the third month, when the children of Israel, children of who? Children of Israel. So that let you know right there, Christian. We're not talking about no other nation. We're talking about Israel. You understand me? This whole Bible is about Israel and people that came up against Israel and people that took over Israel, and how Israel had to slaughter some nations as well, or how Israel should not be mixing with other nations. This Bible has got nothing to do with chapters of Romans. When it says the book of Romans, it's not talking about how great the Romans were. It's talking about how the Romans took over Israel You know what I'm saying? Started walking around in Israel, the taxes and all the other stuff going on around the time with Paul. You understand? You understand? Because the Sadducees and Pharisees, some whole ass boys. You understand me? Some whole ass pastors, like your Christian pastor, your dumb ignorant Christian pastor nowadays, letting strippers twerk on them on the goddamn podium. Y'all seen that video? Christian pastor up there pimping. You know what I'm saying? Made the word mock the word of the Lord to us, ain't nothing but a circus show. You understand? Entertainment business. B-E damn T. Let's read. Exodus 19 and 1. In the third month, when the children of Israel were gone forth out of the land of Egypt, the same day came into the wilderness of Sinai. So now we left out of Egypt, right? Because the Lord destroyed Egypt simply because why? The Lord gave us instructions. He gave us a mission. We completed that mission. Barakatah Yahweh Shah to Moses, putting it down, and Aaron giving it to the people. You know what I'm saying? And we did it. We followed orders, and we got up out of that captivity one time before. What make you think we can't do it again if we got an instruction booklet again? We got the instructions right here how to get out of America captivity. You understand? But this is the time right here we got out of the Egypt captivity. Now we're in the wilderness. What's next? With us being in the wilderness? What's next? What the Lord wants us to do when we're in the wilderness? Just left our TVs and left our good food refrigerated in the food and all that stuff, and left our good guns that we needed, left our fly Jordans or left our laptops and whatnot in America. And now we in a land getting bit by mosquitoes or gotta watch out for snakes. Can't go to the refrigerator to get you that nice glass of milk every night that you like. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? Now you're starting to miss Egypt. Now you're starting to miss America. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to build. Before creation comes destruction. So of course, this people that way of living has to be destroyed. So now we in the wilderness right now. We don't have those luxuries of what you think you may have, because the Lord is trying to get us out of captivity so we can rule. We can't rule by joining other people. Basically, what the Lord is saying from day one. Let's keep reading verse 2. For they were departed from Radaim and were coming to the desert of Sinai and had pitched in the wilderness. And Israel camped before the mounts. So we camped out. You know what I'm saying? We camped out. What it mean to camp out? You know what I'm saying? You got men above other brothers that watch over other brothers, civilian brothers, citizens, or whatever, older, the elder, the young, the sick, the weak, the strong. You know what I'm saying? It's brothers that's appointed to watch over brothers. It's a camp. So everything is done with military structure. You know what I'm saying? Shaw, you might got the left field. You watch over these 500 men over here in the left field. Captain Natazai, you watch 10,000 brothers over here. You know what I'm saying? It's camping out. So you got to understand what camps is when we say that we are not affiliated with any other camp. The Israelite school, we are our own body, our own school. We are the first to have this going on. People left out of our camp and became strangers to the Most High. They couldn't take correction. They couldn't take orders. They couldn't take discipline. They couldn't take someone telling them what to do and how to do it. You understand me? So guess what they want to do? They wanted to be their own guitar hero. They wanted to pluck their own strings rather than building up this nation together and with unity as ants. They didn't want to be a part of the ant hill. So guess what they wanted to do? They wanted to join other philosophies. They wanted to join the oppressors' philosophies. They wanted to join who can get me rich and make me feel as if I'm above all these other brothers, my peers, philosophies. You understand? Let's keep reading. Verse 3, and Moses went up to the Most High, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, this shalt thou say to the house of Jacob, right? And tell the children of Israel. Now, who's the house of Jacob? You know what I'm saying? Who is Jacob? Jacob got his Hebrew name from an angel, right? How did he get his Hebrew name? What did Jacob do to get his Hebrew name? Yashra Allah in the Hebrew. That's what Israel means in the Hebrew. Yashra Allah. Yashra Allah just means Hebrew. I mean, a prince of the power. It means Israel in Hebrew. You understand? How did Jacob get his Hebrew name? Jacob battled his flesh, man. He wrestled with an angel. You know what I'm saying? To the point, goddamn, they were wrestling so hard, goddamn, bone popping out. You know what I'm saying? And the angel blessed him. The Lord blessed that this brother Jacob, seeing that this brother was ready for what's coming. You understand me? This brother would ride for his people. This brother would lose all training thought, all anything for his people. You understand? Give me 1 second. All right. He was riding for his people, right? You understand me? Jacob rode for his people, man. You know what I'm saying? Jacob rode for himself, his people, and he showed righteousness within the Lord's eyes, man. You understand me? Jacob went through a journey. If y'all ain't know about it, read about Jacob. How he had to live with brothers, and so he had to live with brothers for 14 years or more. You know what I'm saying? Just to get a woman. You understand me? Just to get a woman, had to do servile work to become a servant. You know what I'm saying? To another brother of the nation of Israel, just to get a woman. You know what I'm saying? And then it was time for him to get the woman he wanted. You know what I'm saying? They tried to finesse him and give him the other woman, the one that he did not want. You know what I'm saying? Then Jacob ended up getting two women because of how the brother was acting, Laban. You understand? Jacob got a history too, as well, man. Y'all read about Jacob before he became Israel. You understand? Understand your history, your people, man. Understand how we was getting down, man. Because these are ancient texts. These are ancient letters. You understand me? But we still have the knowledge today. Get Brakatah Yahweh Yahweh to the Most High. You understand? We got this knowledge right now to be able to compare and contrast on how we live and how they was living to see who truly are the people of Israel. And once we realize that we are the Israelites, you know what I'm saying? We got to put that sleeve back on. We're going to put them socks back on. Put that armor back on. Simply because this is our culture and we got to protect it. We got to protect it. If we don't protect it, we're going to have thieves and vagabonds that steal it, like Hallows Eve. We're going to get into Halloween in a minute. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. Let's keep reading. And it reads, verse 3, Exodus 19:3, and Moses went up to the Most High, and the Lord called unto him out of the mountain, saying, this shalt thou say into the house of Jacob, and tell the children of Israel. Verse 4, ye have seen what I did unto the Egyptians. You've seen what I've done to the Egyptians, man. Y'all saw it. Nowadays, in 2025, people don't see the work of the Lord. You understand me? And that's what have them to the point they don't want to believe in God because they don't see nothing that's going on what the Lord is doing because they are too stubborn in their own brain to see what we are doing. You understand me? In a land full of crack amphetamines, pedophilia, adultery, you know what I'm saying? What else? What else? Paganism everywhere. We turn the other cheek in the ISUPK and get brothers healed. We heal brothers in this school, man. Your Christian church don't heal nobody. You can't heal anybody. You're not gonna get your uncle off of drugs. You're not gonna get your cousin off of drugs. You're not gonna get him to show him something better because you too stubborn. You want to live like him. So who gonna be the good one to show somebody how to get themselves together, man? Who gonna turn the other cheek, man? Because you damn not gonna do it if you're serving that Christian church. Because guess what? Well, guess what? Guess why? I'm not just saying that because it's not an Israelite school of universal practical knowledge. I'm saying that simply because they don't keep the law of the Lord. There's only one way to get right. That is to follow what the God of Israel has put down for us. Our God, your grandma's God, her grandma's God, her mother's God, her dad's God. It's the same Bible, but yet they don't read the Bible to understand this text that we say. Black people, we had this Bible. We got the same God. We have the same God. It's just yet you fail to serve him in the right manner. We got to stop trying not to get the best of both worlds out here on earth, man. I'm telling you, that's going to be a disaster for you, man. Look at R. Kelly. Look at Bill Cosby. Look at P. Diddy. Look at Pooh Shiesty. Look at Fujiano. Look at Gucci Man. Look at goddamn Young Boy. Look at Kevin. Look at all these people out here, man, that's trying to live the best of both worlds. All of it always happens with misery and demise and the take back of what's been given. You understand me? It always be like that. Why? Contracts. You sign contracts. You can't say this thing. Like Duke Dennis right now. Duke Dennis can't say stuff that we saying right now. You know what I'm saying? He can't say what we say right here in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Though they know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We talk to these brothers one-on-one about this stuff or what they can do and what they can't do. You understand? You understand? Why? Why? It's that contract. Certain things you can't do. Casanet can't do certain things, especially when you go on Twitch. It's rules and regulations. You go on Twitch, you can't start talking about how the oppressor put us in captivity and the true Israelites are the, you know what I'm saying, or the black people, Hispanic and Native Indians. Because guess what? Guess who runs Twitch? the so-called fake man, the Jewish man, the Jewish you want to be the Jew. You understand? You got to understand the lies that are out here for our people, man, and how much our people just don't give a damn about it simply because money, lust, and greed. You understand me? That's why the Lord, and you got to understand in this righteousness, it's right so that the Lord destroy you with your own folly. The Lord is that merciful and that smart that He gonna let you unalive your damn self because you don't want to take heed. You don't want to take heed, black man. We don't want to take heed simply because we want to get like the oppressor. We envy the oppressor so much that we want to have the oppressor babies and think that's going to change life for you. That's not going to change life for you. You understand me? What you're reminding yourself of and what you're reminding whoever of is when that oppressor used to feel upon you in them slave quarters. You understand me? And your people just had to watch, couldn't do nothing about it. Now you haven't goddamn Jesse in the damn shed with us, not knowing that's slave master goddamn son. And he's still gonna treat the damn chap as a slave. Nigga, we cattle, man. But you don't see that, man. You don't love your own people enough to see that. What's mine is yours, what's yours is mine. You know what I'm saying? As a black household. You understand me? We want all selfish crab-like materials. We want to be crabs. You understand me? We want to pull each other down. We trying to escape the barrel. I'm trying to get out the barrel. You want to pull me right back down there with you instead of giving them the breath of life, man. This knowledge that was been passed on in the Israelite school of universal practical knowledge, man. Let's keep reading. Verse 4, you have seen what I did unto the Egyptians and how I bear you on eagle's wings and brought you out, and brought you into myself. Now, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenant, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people. You know what I'm saying? Above who? Above all people. The Lord is a racist, man. How come I never knew that when I was a child? How come my people or whoever never taught me that the Lord only loved a particular group of people? Why? Because they didn't know that they were that particular, that what did they say, peculiar people. The people that raised you didn't know that they were peculiar. So guess what? They wanted to serve the Lord, but they just didn't want to seem as if the white man was the peculiar people because they didn't know that the so-called Jewish man was a fake imposter. So now they want to go to, no, the Lord loves everybody. Let's find scriptures on that and let's live like that so we can have a shot to get it into the kingdom of heaven. Now, if the Lord say he hates somebody, even if it was me, the Lord say he hate me, then I ain't got nothing to do but serve the people that he loves, if I love the Lord. But yet, black man, the Lord loves us. We are peculiar people. The Lord said he put us above all people on the face of the earth. Good God. And he also said in the book of Job that the earth is given into the hand of the wicked right now. So put two and two together. Put two and two together. If who's running the earth right now? The wicked. Who is the wicked? The white man, the white race. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said right now, if you don't obey me, I'm gonna put you in captivity. Who is in Israel? Is Israel in captivity? Is Israel in captivity? The so-called Israelis, are they in captivity right now? Well, they were in the Holocaust. Who were they in the Holocaust? You dummy. They were Germans in the Holocaust. They were never goddamn Israel. They was never Israel until goddamn they did what they did with Hitler. You know what I'm saying? And they didn't have nowhere to go. And America knew that Israel was desolate because the people of Israel was in captivity in the Americas. You know what I'm saying? So they funded these people to live here. Because what you don't know is the people of the so-called Jewish man, the German man, they tried to go live in South America for a minute to see what's going on. They tried to live in all other places before they said, let's just take on the ways of these people, the Israels, and let's just live like them. Yet they don't even keep the Lord's commandments, man. You understand me? They don't give a damn. They just need that place to stay. And America funds them to put on this damn act. That's why a Jewish man runs a lot of stuff in America, because America funds give them money to pretend to be our image so we would never think to come back to it. That's what your grandma, your granddaddy, your whatever didn't know. You understand me? Verse 5, therefore, if you will obey my voice indeed and keep my covenants, then ye shall be a peculiar treasure unto me above all people, for all the earth is mine. You understand? All the earth is the Lord. But I want you to have it, black man, Hispanic, Native Indian. because I'm not gonna be down here to be able to. Lord can do it if he wanted, but he made us to do it. He made us to be ambassadors throughout the earth of what he wants. Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, we ought to run this earth, man. And then the earth will be given to the hand of the righteous. But yeah, how can we run this earth when we are in captivity right now? Like I was saying earlier, I know y'all don't keep getting tired of me saying captivity this, captivity that, but if the shoe goddamn fits, why that goddamn boy? You heard me? Simply because we are in captivity, right? Now, look, the rich white man, the rich black man saying, no, I ain't in, I'm free. Me and my people free. We ain't in captivity. Okay. Verse 6. And ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests. A what? A kingdom of priests. That means, guess what? Black man, you need to get your butt in this class. You need to learn how to be a priest. We ain't talking about putting on all black and putting on the white little thing underneath and think you're a Catholic priest. You know what I'm saying? Like the so-called Mexicans, the Hispanics love to goddamn say they Catholic. Oh, they love Mama Mary. God almighty, they love Mama Mary so much. Oh, they love Mama Mary so much. Simply because how they was raised. Black man, you know how you was raised with the Bible, of hog mogs and chitlins. Or the so-called our other brothers that have been to South America, they was raised on loving the goddamn woman so much. They love that woman, boy. The mother of all, Mother Earth, Mother Nature. You understand? You understand? Not knowing that this is something to keep us away from the Lord, because in that Trinity prayer that they always believe in, you got to believe that, you know what I'm saying, the Trinity prayer, Lord, how the Trinity prayer goes. Christ is God, God is Christ, you know what I'm saying, and whatever, blase, whatever that goes on. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Don't play with me. Y'all know what's going on. That is not the way of the Lord. That's not in the Bible. You understand me? Like I said, let me put it up right quick. If y'all got any questions, you know what I'm saying? If y'all got any questions, where is it? I'm going to put it at the bottom of the screen. You ask your questions, man, and the priest will get to you real, very, very shortly, because the Lord said right here in verse 6, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests. So right now, what you see before your eyes is brothers out here practicing and abiding by what the Lord wants us to be, man, to become the kingdom of priests out here, man. You understand me? That's what you see in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. But how can you be a priest if yet you still putting on that suit and tie for the white man? How can you be a priest if you still goddamn want to be a famous artist giving money by the white man and doing what they tell you to do? How can that be? You understand me? Let's change this color. Hold up, son. I'm busy. You understand me? Let's keep reading. Change the color to red. You probably can't even see it really. But let's get it. Let's read. Verse 6, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. Now, what does the word holy mean, black man? What does the word holy mean? Holy just means to be separate. Like I've been saying this whole time. We not how you gonna be a priest when you putting on a suit and tie and want to serve the white man for money and get money from the white man, or celebrate Hallows Eve or Halloween? How can you be a priest and a holy person if you're not separate? You understand me? The Lord's laws are separate from what these Americans live like. We're going to get to Halloween in a minute, the origins of Halloween from history.com, the dark past of it, man. We're going to get into what the soul winds believe in. We're going to believe in why goddamn October 31st was chosen. You understand me? We're going to get to why, you know what I'm saying, people believe that you should light bonfires and wear costumes, you know what I'm saying, and the brick of cold. And we're going to get into why kids are dressed up like vampires and devils and evil people and knocking on strangers' door and telling them you better give it all to me right now before I scare you. You understand me? And how that snowballed in a priest's mind. Since you thinking that, if you're thinking that that's okay to do, you know what I'm saying, to the young thinking it's good to get their way by robbing people. Truly, that's basically what you're saying. I'm gonna knock on your door and you better give it all up, or I'm gonna scare the hell out of you. That's what you think robbers do. Robbers are kicking your door, scare the hell out you, and get everything they want, right? You know what I'm saying? What do we learn this from? What do we learn in knocking on doors and kicking in doors and scaring people to get everything that we want? We learn it from the oppressor, man. The frightening pagan history. You know what I'm saying? We can get all that in a minute, but first, before we get into all that, I want to tell you, black man, that who you are, so you don't be looking at me like, okay, well, I'm still gonna celebrate Halloween. Pretty sure you still might. You understand me? You still might. You still may, because this This hell, this captive is on our brains so very, very much. And it's locked. It's like a lock, and you gotta find that key to unlock it. You know what I'm saying? And the only way you can find those keys is off daily bread. And daily bread is to feed you every day with these scriptures, to give you life, the breath of life. You understand me? So you can be a living vessel. Right now, you are a skeleton in these people's yards. That was you at one point in time, hanging from their trees, right? Y'all know about black people hanging from the trees. You understand me? They never told you how long those people, those skeletons, hung in those trees, though, did they? That was a scare tactic for anyone else that be a one try to be a runaway slave or disobedient, this misbehave, I should say, on those plantations. You're gonna start to smell. You're gonna start to see your loved one getting ate alive by buzzards and scarecrows and not scarecrows. What they call them? Damn, what they call these things? Ravens and crows. You know what I'm saying? And then that in the wave of the stench, the flies within the flies and the maggots eating up your friend. You know what I'm saying? The smell's gonna hit your home every day, and you better not touch that body off that tree. It's gonna become a skeleton. You know what I'm saying? And nowadays it's a mockery of Halloween of white people to even want to celebrate a day to be evil, when every day they've been evil to Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. Every day. And Black people, we so goofy right now. We want to celebrate it as well, not knowing that that's our demise. That's our demise, man. You understand me? But we're gonna keep reading because it says in verse 6, and ye shall be unto me a kingdom of priests and a holy nation. These are the words which thou shalt speak unto the children of Israel, like we're doing right now. We speaking to the children of Israel right now, just like how the Moses is supposed to have done it and what he done. You know what I'm saying? We still gonna do it to this day because we got to get back to that level. We had it all like a white man getting money and toys and gifts at a young age and grew up and always got what he wanted. And we became spoiled to the Most High, disobedient. So now we're at the captivity, we're at the level to the point we starving for this truth, starving for goddamn answers, and now we got to seek the Most High 10 times stronger, man. Now we better seek that Most High 10 times stronger to learn what? Our tongue, for one. Abadaga Hawaza Katiakala Manasa Apatazaka Rashata. You understand me? You know what I'm saying? We need to learn our tongue. We need to learn our statutes and commandments, not to get dreadlocks in hair. You understand me? Because that's of an East Indian tradition. Those filthy East Indians that take baths in dirty rivers where they clean their dishes out of and wash their butt and take dumps in. You know what I'm saying? That's why they had lock up, because it's so nasty they don't really wash. You know what I'm saying? They even bury their own damn dead in the damn river, the same river that they take baths out of. You nasty Indians. You nasty Indians. You nasty East goddamn Indian. Y'all see these videos of the East Indian goddamn making food and stuff, spitting on it and wiping it on everywhere. It's simply because they wash their pots in the same dead people water with goddamn they put their dead bodies. They wash their pots and pans in the goddamn river where they take dumps in and piss in. These are nasty people. But yet you want to say everybody's made equal. We're not made equal like them rats. You're not made equal like an East Indian rat. And to call my brothers Native American or Native Indian is a freaking insult. My people ain't got nothing to do with Indian. The Lord calls them Gad of the Bible, Reuben of the Bible. You understand me? Call them Naphtali of the Bible. You understand me? When the hell did we get the word Indian? Ain't no goddamn Indian. These bywords they try to put on our people to make our people look goddamn nasty. Native Americans was never nasty. If anything, they showed these goddamn white devils how to goddamn do their stuff to get themselves together. Guerrilla warfare. Taking baths and being clean, you bare naked, sitting on a toilet, bare ass white man, getting crabs and all that stuff. You don't know you got crabs because you got curly blonde hair. Yet you're filled with goddamn crabs and lepers, diseases. When you get diseases, your hair's turned white and blonde. You don't know you got damn diseases because you're already a damn disease, your goddamn self, white man. But our people don't see this. Black people, we don't see it. We look at ourselves like we the ones that's evil. You gotta stop that. Because the Lord chose you to be a holy person, man. Let's run away from that scripture right there. Let's get let's get Baruch 3 and 9. Let's get Baruch 3 and 9. How did we become slaves? How did Israel, the Lord, when we just read about how the Lord said he loves us so much, so did to him heart, peculiar people, above all people on earth. But yet you got a slave right here named Shah telling you that the Lord prefers you more than anyone else. But yet I'm in the captivity, barely can make it throughout the week. You know what I'm saying? Trying to tell you that you are the most special people on earth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How could that be? You know what I'm saying? Because the Lord don't give a damn about the riches you got. Your riches is inside you. Your riches is this right here, man. I can make a dog or a rich mother damn dog. I can give a dog a luxurious big ass house. But guess what the dog gonna do? Tear up everything rich in there. He gonna bite the couches and take dumps everywhere, piss everywhere, eat everything to the point he ain't got no more to eat off of. That's your so-called white man. The white man just takes away from the earth so much to the point he trying to make his own food right now and poisoning everybody with all these GMOs when we got every ingredient that's natural on earth to use from. But yet we don't want to. We want the fast way. I got a French fry outside from McDonald's, and the kids be eating French fries, and it's still outside on that sidewalk. And the ants, I've seen ants go up to that French fry and they run away from it. And that French fry still is there. You probably could put some grease on that thing and that French fry is back. That's not natural. That's what man makes. That's not food. That's damn near plastic, cardboard. You understand? But let's read how we got into captivity anyway. Let's get Baruch. Let's get chapter 3. Let's read at verse 9. Though on 9. Let's get I want to get a little behold that. Let's start at verse 1. We're gonna run through these though. So listen up. The book of Baruch, chapter 3 and verse 1. O Lord Almighty, God of Israel, the soul of an anguish, the troubled, I don't know what that is, the troubled spirit crieth unto thee. Hear, O Lord, and have mercy, for thou art merciful, and have pity upon us, because we have sinned before thee. For thou endurest forever, and we perish utterly. Verse 4. O Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, hear now the prayers of the dead Israelites and of the children which have sinned before thee, and not hearken unto the voice of their God. For the which cause these plagues cleave unto us. Listen to that again. These are why these plagues cleave unto us. Verse 5. Remember not the iniquities of our forefathers, but think upon the power in thy name now at this time. Verse 6. For thou art the Lord our God, and the Lord will be praised. Verse 7. And for this cause thou hast put thy fear in our hearts, to the intent that we should call upon the name and praise thee in our captivity. For we have called to mind all the iniquity for our forefathers that sinned before thee. Verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for the reproach and a curse, and to be a subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. Verse 9. Hear, Israel, the commandments of life. Give ear to understand wisdom. Verse 10. How happeneth it, Israel, that are in thy enemy's land, that thou art waxed old in a strange country, that thou art defiled with the dead, that thou art counted with them that go down into the grave. Thou hast forsaken the fountain of the wisdom. For if thou hadst walked in the way of God, thou should have dwelt in peace forever. Come on, we can go all day on this scripture here, man. This is what this Bible is for, man. This is what this Bible is for, to bring up the captive of people that are in captivity to this day, still to this day, which are Black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians, man. And why do I say that we, just us, are in captivity still to this day? Let me make this light a little brighter. Why? Because we are. Like I said yesterday, We are a fourth world country living inside of a first world country. What does that mean? First world countries are rich as richy rich, right? You know what I'm saying? Have money, Mr. Beast, giving out money. You know what I'm saying? Just doing whatever and getting rich upon it. You know what I'm saying? While yet the fourth world country, which is black people, Hispanics, and Native Indians, are living inside these first world countries, but damn near in poverty still. Damn near in poverty. Damn near to the point is two checks away, maybe 2 or 3 checks away from being on the goddamn streets in a goddamn tent box. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? We are a fourth world country, yet we got script of our tongue, of our nation, who we are according to the Lord, our peace, our wisdom. You know what I'm saying? And that's been given and it's feeding these so-called Americans. These Americans feed off of our demise. You know what I'm saying? That which what a devil would do. That's what a devil does. Feed off the weak, you big bully. You feed and you take pleasure of hurting the innocent, the children, the smaller children. You understand me? Not saying black, Hispanic, Native Indians we're small, but what I'm saying is that we are an ant colony that's been divided. We are small because we are individual ants going up against other type of animals out here that eat ants. When yet we can be more powerful when we stick together. When we stick together, that ant colony is not to be trifled with. You understand me? That ant colony is not to be trifled with because they all attack in one according strategy. They take down principalities. But doing it individual, we weak. We are weak. You understand me? We don't have an army. We join the so-called enemy's army. We don't have our own currency to build up Black Wall Street again. You understand me? It gets destroyed. You understand? We don't have what we should be having as a people because we are a fourth world country living in a first world country. You understand me? And for that first world country to be rich, they have to have us in captivity. You understand me? Because once they leave us alone, just like what happened in Egypt, what I read earlier, oh, we're going to get these laws and the Lord's going to make us peculiar above all people on the face of the earth, man. All we got to do is come back to him. You understand? But right now, this is why we do these classes. This is why we give the lies and forgiveness to our people out here so they can see what's going on and actually want to put on their armor and realize what the devil truly is. A devil is a liar and deceiver. Anybody that's lying and deceiving you with Halloween, you know what I'm saying, they are of their father, the devil, man. And you don't want to be a black man, Hispanic, or a Native Indian brother that's trying to join a white man on what they doing out here simply because they look rich or mighty in the houses they may have, the caves they may built. You know what I'm saying? It's still a cave at the end of the day. You understand me? I would rather be on that side with the poor and know that eternal freedom, eternal riches are going to come this way forever when you serve your God. The white man doesn't have a God because the white man try to believe in our God. But our God says things like this. Why the hell is you celebrating a day of being dead and alive at the same damn time? Like, what the hell is wrong with you? You fool, bahoon. Well, like, what is you doing? So like in Facebook, let me see what's going on. I forgot about that. Let me see. Give me a second, Facebook. Damn, where is Facebook? Did I share Facebook? I don't see Facebook right now. I think Facebook up somewhere. Twitch, if y'all can put a one in the chat, let me see what Twitch look like. YouTube as well. Baba Kasha. I think we all on Facebook. I starting to see it now. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody. Shalom, Lord Christ, all the brothers. Y'all Bashim Thumb. Shalom, Lord Christ, all the sisters. Yahweh Shema Alatan Bahashim Yahweh Shah. You know what I'm saying? But let's keep reading, man. Let's like this whole chapter in Baruch, chapter 3, is heavy material. I will encourage every brother to read that chapter, man. Dang, I just read that damn near the whole chapter, and it's a heavy chapter for you to understand why we are in captivity as black people right now. Why we are in captivity, man. These questions that you may walk upon the railroads. I know I was a guy in youth ages. I used to walk the railroad and I used to question the Lord. I used to question the Lord because I'm like, damn, look at all these people, riches. You know what I'm saying? These people backyards, these people Dobermans, these people got down playing in pools and all the other stuff and all that. And I'm in the cut walking the railroad 2 or 3, 4 hours away to get to another city because I didn't have a car. I didn't have no money to get people to take me over where. So to get what I had to do, I had to goddamn wake up early and get going. And doing that consecutive and keep doing it, you get tired. And you understand, you get weak in spirit because you don't really understand what life is about. You understand me? So I want to reach that type of brother. That's why I'm doing these classes right now. I want to reach a brother right here that may want to say that, damn, I don't know what life is about. I don't know why we at the tail of a society that got enough money to go to the moon and experiment and do riches and all types of other things, and we can't get a piece of nothing. And if we do get a piece of something, we got to co-sign a signature according to a devil's signature name, a devil's book, or become rapists and robbers and, you know what I'm saying, kick domins and sell drugs, kill our people, unalive our people for us to get riches, man. Y'all always heard about that Illuminati bull crap about Kanye West. He had to sacrifice his mother or whatnot, they say. You understand me? Like, this stuff just don't pop up out of nowhere. I'm not saying he sacrificed his mother, but what I'm saying is these people have rituals, which we finna read about in the Hallows Eve, man. You understand me? So read the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 1, all the way through 37. You know what I'm saying? That'll be a good insight if you wanted to take a little daily bread for myself on how Israel became in captivity. You know what I'm saying? Why they was in captivity. You know what I'm saying? Who are the Israelites now to this day? You know what I'm saying? Your people in Israel right now never went through this. They never been put on ships. Never got put on the ship. You understand? They was on trains or what. Holocaust ain't even last long. And then guess what? Their own people unalived them. You understand me? Their own people hurt them. We talking about a people that took us that we don't even know, different color shade of people, different tongue people, and put us in captivity. And we are still here to the end of this captivity. You got to realize that, brother. Because that's going to get you closer to God. I'm telling you. Now, with knowing that, let me get Jeremiah. Y'all know what I want. Let me get Jeremiah chapter 10, and let's get verse 1. Okay? Let me run through it. Okay, Jeremiah. I'm running through these scriptures today by myself, and I'm getting right to them. Jeremiah chapter 10 and verse 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaketh unto you, O house of Israel. Like what I said earlier, this whole Bible is about Israel. It's about what's going on with them, how they did good, the riches we received, King Solomon, King David, Saul, how we knocked off Goliath. Or it's talking about times when we was in captivity in the Syrian Empire, when we was in captivity in the Hellenistic era. You know what I'm saying? When we was in captivity when these Romans came, kicked in the door. You understand me? You understand me? We can get to anything, but all of it is about Israel because this is a history book for the Black, Hispanics, and the Native American Indians. And I don't even want to call them Native American Indians. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call them Gad. But for you to understand who who the First Nation people is, I would have to say those bywords. Understand? I would have to say bywords for you to understand it. You understand? Until you get more seasoned with your wisdom. You know what I'm saying? Like all of us strive for. We are all babies in this truth. We are all striving every day to become greater and understanding the Most High and what the Most High want for us, for our purpose to be able to wake up more brothers and sisters out here. So our brothers and sisters don't get demised, destroyed when that time comes, when Christ returns. You know what I'm saying? How many brothers can you save? Because when that time comes, you're going to be looking at it like an alien invasion. You're going to be looking at it like Halloween. But look at it. Jeremiah 10 and 1. Hear ye the word which the Lord speaking to you, O house of Israel. This saith the Lord. Learn not the way of the heathen. Damn. Like that, these are old ancient cuss words right here, man. Heathen is just to say that the Lord really don't mess with you. I don't like you. When you call somebody a heathen, that means like you're not, the Lord don't love you. The Lord hates your guts. Mm-hmm. The Lord hates your guts if he call you a heathen because he didn't give you any type of peculiarness, I should say. The Lord don't mess with you. You understand? Let me get the other precept. Y'all know what I'm looking for. I hate. Oh, there it is. All right, let me get Amos 5:21. Let me see if I can run through that. Let me see if I can find that right away. I know Amos towards the slightly back of the Old Testament, right? Slight, right? Oh, my trick. Might be trick. Yep, there it is. Don't question yourself. You heard me, kind? Don't ever question yourself. Let's get Amos chapter 5. Let's get 21. And let's read. And it says, the Lord says, I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Now, why is he saying that? Why is the Lord saying that he despises your feast days? Because he's saying, if it's not of me, then I don't want to see. I don't want to be. I don't even want to smell it. You understand me? Don't put my name on that. Lord saying, don't attach my name to all that stuff you're doing, because I never said that. I've never said Halloween was a right to do. Who the hell is you to think in your mind going and knocking on somebody, a stranger's door, and say, give me the candy with a goddamn scary ass mask on and trying to kick in somebody's door and you scare somebody and they give you everything they got. They give you everything they got as far as to go with candy. Now, like I said earlier, who does that nowadays? Now who does that today? A robber. A robber would kick in your door with guns, scariness, mask, and scare you and tell you, give me all what you got. Right? Right? Am I wrong? So this holiday embraces you to be a true evil person, a robber. Even goddamn if you dressed as Superman, I don't give a damn. I've seen people rob people with goddamn squirrel masks, with Spider-Man masks, with P. Diddy masks. You understand me? I've seen people just learn you got an alternative face. You're robbing somebody. You understand? You don't want to get caught. But that's just a snowball of how evil Halloween is. It got nothing to do with God. But to be honest, let's start about. So we're at history.com. We're going to talk about Halloween. We're going to talk about how it snowballed. We'll start off at Hallows Eve, how it snowballed to the Celtics, you know what I'm saying, the Sowens, and how it started to All Saints Day. And then it went to, Christianity took it to All Saints Day. And they still kept the traditions of Halloween, slowed them down just a little bit, kept the jack-o'-lanterns, the Feast of Gatherings, and costumes and all that, getting treats because the Christian church ain't got nothing to do with God. We already know that. Christian church don't like God. They love what they can see and smell. They love what they can do, right? So let's get Halloween 2025. Halloween is a holiday celebrated each year, October 31st, of course. You know what I'm saying? That's coming right on up. That's why we're going to get on it right now. Halloween 2025 will occur Friday. You know what I'm saying? So it's going to be on a Friday, October 31st. Your kids getting out of school. They ain't got school tomorrow. So guess what? It's going to be a lot of people out here trying to run around, pretend it's devils, and want to envy the oppressor simply because they're thinking that the oppressor has infinite candy. Now, black men, if you was wise and if you know that your children is going to be somewhat hipped to want to do and participate in the candy giveaways or whatnot, be wise enough to know not to do it on that day, but just celebrate something else of the Lord. Like we had high holy days of the Lord that just came up. You know what I'm saying? The Feast of Tabernacles. You know what I'm saying? Just passed, if I'm not mistaken. It just passed. You know what I'm saying? Right after that, you could have bought a little candy bowl and left it around the table or something. You know what I'm saying? To the point they ain't even worried about going and get candy because they didn't need the white man to tell them that this is the day that you can be evil and get candy for being evil. They don't need the candy. They're not really interested in the candy. You know what I'm saying? Go to the movies or whatnot. Do something. Have fun. You know what I'm saying? And before these times even come to play, to people to the point, your kids thinking that you're celebrating Halloween. You understand me? The traditions originated with the Celtics, right? Celtics, you may say Celtic, but it's called Celtic. You know, the Celtic festival, the Sowens. You know what I'm saying? When people would light bonfires and wear costumes to ward off ghosts. So, like, guess what? You got people that actually believe ghosts was real. You know what I'm saying? These devils believe that ghosts will hunt them. You know what I'm saying? Or you ever heard of the witch riding your back when you're sleeping, you're trying to get up? You got a witch riding your back, grandma and them like to say. That number was sleep paralysis. You want to wake up, but your body ain't all the way woke. Your brain woke, you got to function with your body. Like, quit trying to make everything spooky. It's ghosts, man. Everything is not a ghost, man. The spirit is not a ghost. That's one thing about the Christian church, how much they failed black people. They've changed the Holy, they changed the Holy Spirit into the Holy Ghost. So now you're seeing goddamn grandma or granddad or your cousins or your brother or your family member or whoever you may see on TV in the church, they saying they got the Holy Ghost, and now they're like they got a goddamn seizure because they trying to act as if a ghost or something came inside of them and taking over their body with the Holy, supposed to be the Holy Spirit. But the Holy Spirit ain't got nothing to do with dancing. The Holy Spirit ain't got nothing to do with acting out in church, wanting to be seen. The Holy Spirit is your acts, how you live. A spirit is how you represent the Most High. If I go to a Clemson game and I got team spirit, then how would you understand I was a Clemson fan? If I put on all orange, I had the paw prints, I had the tailgate going on, I got my family, everybody in the house with it. You know what I'm saying? That is their religion. That's what they believe in, football. You understand me? So how do you have the Holy Spirit with the Most High? Understand what holy means. We got that earlier. Holy means to be separate. So it's a separate spirit from the world, from anybody else that the Lord is trying to tell you to have upon you. So that spirit is you don't eat pork, shrimp, and crab and lobster. You got your fringes on your pants. You know what I'm saying? You don't have them at the bottom of your shirt. You know what I'm saying? You don't have dreadlocks in your head. You don't smoke weed. You don't sell drugs to your own people. You keep the feast days of the Lord. You put on your ancient customs, your ancient culture, your ancient garments. You understand me? This is how you serve the Most High and let the Lord know that, and let other people know at this point that you are a different person. So when you put on your garment, these glorious garments in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge, these glorious garments can turn heads miles away, man. They be like, God damn, boy, you look like money. Now we understand we are in poverty, so a lot of our gold, that studs and all the other stuff that may be on the garments or whatnot may not be real at all times. Some people got money, and some people got real things. You understand me? You understand me? Your garment is so fly that people is trying to find ways to critique you on it. So they trying to look at you. No, it can't be real. Hold on, he getting out that car, so now he ain't got no money for real. He ain't one of them Arabs that be wearing that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't getting out the goddamn Cybertruck Bentley. Or he ain't got a mansion. He live over there in Section 8. We're trying to look fancy. Well, where you going to the Comic-Con? Don't worry about that, because that same drug-headed suck rod brother, you know what I'm saying, sucks rod. Just imagine you catching him doing that. He do it because he smoked weed right in front of you, sucking a black goddamn stick and then blowing it out. Blowing a black stick every day. And it's on drugs. When you're on drugs, it stimulates your mind to the point you don't give a damn. You just focus on less. So these people that want to talk bad about your garments or you having the Holy Spirit of the Lord, damn them, because they eat coochie and they blow each other rods. You understand? So let's keep reading. In the 8th century, Pope Gregory III designated November 1st as the time of honor all saints. So that's when the Christians, the so-called Christians, got upon Hallows Eve, and they wanted to make it slightly holy, but this is what they did. All Saints Day incorporated some of the traditions of sowing, so they still took upon the sowing traditions because, like I said, Pope Gregory III is a goddamn heathen. He should never be even trying to fix his lip to speak the word of the Most High. You know what I'm saying? This is what happens when you get a crocker to get your credentials, to get your social security number. They're gonna scam you. They are scam artists. They are what's the word I'm looking for? We take on some identity thieves. You understand me? This is how these people are. This is how they get rich. You understand me? So he took sow in and tried to speak the word of the Lord, but also wanted to keep the traditions of the sow in because them his people too. And he made All Saints Day. You know what I'm saying? He learned from the sow in. They talking about the evening before was All Hallows Eve. The evening before was known as All Hallows Eve, and later it became Halloween over time. Halloween involved in today's activity like trick or treat, carving jack-o'-lanterns, gatherings, and costumes, and all that other bull crap. You understand me? So, what is the history of Halloween? Now, Halloween's origins date back to the ancient Celtics festival of Samhain. You know what I'm saying? The Celts, who lived 2,000 years ago, mostly in the area of Ireland and the United Kingdom, or northern France, they celebrate their own new year on November 1st. So a lot of people think October 31st is the day of Halloween or whatever this stuff is. It's really the beginning of November 1st because they trying to warn off evil spirits, because this is the time when nights get longer and days get shorter. So they thinking goddamn the ghosts and evil spirits and dead people walking the earth, you know what I'm saying, invisible people coming over and trying to scare people just because the days get shorter nowadays. It get dark at 6 o'clock nowadays, right? Now it get dark at 6 o'clock. Days are shorter, nights are longer. So they thinking human deaths are associated with a lot of us. So it's a stupid white people beliefs. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of the days. Oh, here it is right here. This day marked the end of summer and the harvest and the beginning of dark, cold winter, and a time of year that was often associated with human deaths. Oh my. And you know why they associate this time with human deaths? It's because like the white man is always like a grasshopper. Y'all ever read the book about the ant and the grasshopper? Because we ain't letting no cold unalive us because we already prepared for it. But the grasshopper want to party and put on sheep's clothing, you know what I'm saying, and have fun and have all these holidays of Valentine's Day, you know what I'm saying, and Halloween and all these other ones to the point they forget about what's truly on earth. It's gonna get cold, you know what I'm saying? And when it get cold, what happens? What happens when it get cold? Anybody? What happens when it gets cold? You know what I'm saying? If you're living off the land, your crops die, right? Your crops may die. You know what I'm saying? You may not have gathered enough wood out there to be able to light a fire or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? Your feet freezing. You know what I'm saying? It's getting cold. You wasn't prepared for it. You know what I'm saying? Living off the land. You know what I'm saying? So let's keep reading. The Celts believe that on the night before the new year, the boundary between the worlds of the living and the dead became blurred. So what that mean? That mean hell arose in itself with the living world. They trying to believe. So people that's dead and people that's evil or whatnot, evil spirits, witches and ghosts. That's why they always believe ghosts and skeletons became one with the living on these time of days right here when the nights get colder and the nights get longer. You know what I'm saying? This is belief of a goddamn dirty white man. You know what I'm saying? And this snowballing to what we know now as Halloween, putting on outfits and all that stuff, trick or treating. Let's keep reading. On the night of October 31st, they celebrated Samhain, when it was believed that ghosts of the dead returned to Earth. Right? In addition, causing trouble and damaging crops, Celts thought that the presence of the otherworldly spirits made it easier for the Druids and the Celtic priests to make predictions about the future. So what they doing is, so they want to honor the dead by giving them a feast, and it's because they believe that the old or the dead, the sick that died or whatever, the Druids or whatever, came about, walked the earth, and cursed everybody that did not celebrate the death of them around these times. And they did that so they can have a long and rich winter. You know what I'm saying? Coming upon fall and winter. You know what I'm saying? Right now, living in the Bible Belt down here in the South, you got to know these stuff, man, because you're going to see a lot of this stuff everywhere. When Christmas come up, they're going to have the white Marys in the yard with the lights above it. Then they're going to also, in that same breath, have Santa Claus looking at Mary like this. You know what I'm saying? The stupidity of the so-called oppressor. That's why the Lord calls them a what? A heathen. The Lord calls the oppressor a heathen simply because they are not meant. The Lord don't give a damn about them. The Lord don't give a damn about these people, man. It's you he care about, black man, Hispanic, Native Indian man. It's you that the Lord cares about. You know what I'm saying? And we got to come back to what we know that's right. Hold on, y'all. Let me get this light right. I think we straight right here. A whole lot of that thing don't blind me. Give me a second. Might have made it a little darker though. Yeah, we too wild. We too wild, man. I like look a little better, y'all. All right, let's get back to it. You understand? So the Druids and the Celtic and the priests are the most predictions about the future. For a people entirely dependent on the volatile nature work. Volatile. Let's get that. Let's get that definition. I think volatile is let's get the definition of volatile. Yikes. Why is it doing that? Where did I put my dictionary? Give me a second. All right, volatile definition is an easy, liable to change rapidly. It's a period of time. So as a volatile just means I'm reading out of the Oxford language. Um, The liability to change rapidly and unexpectedly, especially for the worse. So it's volatile. So they believe that this time right here was volatile because, you know what I'm saying, it's not hot no more. It's not the time of spring of crops growing. It's more the time of crops dying, and it's hard for them to feed their people or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So they tried to honor the ghostly spirits, not God or nothing like that. Not God, not the Bible, not the ways of life, not even a God. They represent. They're not even trying to pray to their God. They're trying to pray to a goddamn the dead. That's crazy. They're trying to pray to the dead so the dead can help them out. That's so stupid of the white man, man. That is so stupid, man. Now that I read this more, the white man is just stupid. Like a dog in an empty house. You can have the richest house you want on the block, but you're still a dog. A dog is still going to destroy everything in sight and stink. You understand? For a people entirely dependent to volatile nature works, these prophecies were an important source of comfort during the long, dark winters. To commemorate the event, the Druids built huge sacred bonfires. Oh my God, you do not want to see a bonfire today. What is them bonfire days? A lynching. A lynching. Let's read. Where people gathered and burned crops and animals as sacrifice to the Celtic deities. Come on, man. If y'all, let you know how stupid the white man is. So if y'all praying or if y'all doing whatever y'all doing because it's finna get cold and your crops is finna not grow, but yet in that same breath, you take and you burn your crops and your animals to get more for all of a sudden, I'm not understanding. To the Celtic deities. Let's keep reading how dumb these people is. During the celebration of the Celts, they wore costumes, typically consisting of animal heads. Oh my God. You do not want to walk. You do not want to walk near these people, man. These people are barbarians. Barbarians. Imagine what they got on their body at this time. Imagine what they're doing around this time. A big bone in their hand with a goddamn what deer is that? The wildebeest horns, the skull on them, shirt off, probably got like a little goddamn little fur here. And you know white people are dirty and stink. You know what I'm saying? So now it's like to the point like you do not want to walk near these people here, for. Let's keep reading. It typically consisted of animal heads that they wore and the animal skins and attempting to tell each other fortunes. When the celebrations was over, they lit bonfires and fires, and they had extinguished earlier that they relit the fires, which they extinguished earlier that evening for the sacred bonfire to help them during the coming winters. You know what I'm saying? By AD 4 AD, the Roman Empire had conquered the majority of the Celtic territory to in the course of the 400 years and ruled in the Celtic lands. Two festivals of the Romans or origin were combined with the traditional Celtic celebration and so in. The first was Ferilia, a day of in the late October when the Romans traditionally commemorated the passing of the dead. You know what I'm saying? In the Bible, the Lord says what? What did the Lord say? Don't pray for the dead. Don't worry about the dead. So that's what happened. Where's my devices? So this is what we said that the white man does not have anything to do with the Lord's righteousness and wisdom. Because even though St. Paul, what his name, Pope Gregory III, trying to say that he's a saint and he's trying to make All Saints Day come about, you know what I'm saying, after all the Romans. Right now we're going back in time with the Romans, but All Saints Day is a little further towards the timeline getting to Halloween, to this day's era. But, you know what I'm saying, St. Gregory III, whatever his name was, he tried to keep Christianity and he tried to keep what the Romans and the Celtics had going on as well. But knowing if he was a true saint, he would know that the Lord said, don't even goddamn light fires for the dead. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to bury somebody, but you don't have to do a day of dead. Like, you got to remember the dead as far as it goes. What I'm saying, what am I saying? Am I saying forget about your grandmother and them? We're talking about birthdays. If you stupid in the nut, we don't have to remember the dead and celebrate the dead because the dead is alive again. Yet that you don't know that because you are not a saint in the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. You're not a Black, Hispanic, or Native Indian to either comprehended in your brain of what's going on according to the Bible. You know what I'm saying? Because the people that are dead right now in that ground are in the ground, and they are not spirit. They are not spirits floating around watching you do anything. I know you. I know you looking up at the sky and thinking that your dad's watching you right now from the sky, and he's blessing you with these types of things. No, your dad, baby. Honestly, your goddamn daddy is in the ground. He's probably a skeleton now, but his spirit is probably in another baby that's in your household now. That's how the Lord works. His spirit is alive again. You understand me? Honor the living. You understand me? Not the dead. Let the dead bury the dead, that's what Christ said. You understand me? Let the dead bury the dead. But these people here, you know, the Romans, when they took over the Celtic territory, you know what I'm saying, they making up something commemorating the passing of the dead. Another one was the day that they honored Pomona, a Roman goddess of fruits and trees. A symbol of Popama is an apple, and it incorporated of the celebration of Samhain probably explains the tradition of bobbing the apples in the water, right? So when you got Greek fraternity camps or whatnot, when you're putting your head in the water and you got to grab apples with your mouth, you know what I'm saying? These are all rituals that practicing other gods. You know what I'm saying? You got to understand these things. That's why the Lord is giving us infinite wisdom. That's why it's good to have wisdom over money. You understand me? Because with this wisdom, you can see the folly of man and what the hell is stupid out here. And when you're sinning against God, with these Greek fraternity counts that don't understand this. So when you're getting into your Greek fraternities, trying to learn how to be an Omega Wi-Fi Central, you know what I'm saying? You're doing things that represent other gods. A Roman goddess, a sister, a white cracker girl that's supposed to be a sign of fruit and trees. You understand me? That ain't got nothing to do with the Bible. So when next time I see you with that purple on, you know what I'm saying? Just don't ever speak on the Lord's name, and we won't have no problems. Just go ahead and worship Pompa and Ferilia, the Roman gods that do all that Greek bull crap that y'all like to do in those fraternity camps. You know what I'm saying? In those Greek little Omega Sapphires, Wi-Fi generals. You know what I'm saying? So let's scroll down to All Saints Day. Now, All Saints Day is when the so-called Catholics, let's say Catholics came about and they heard about what the Romans did. Oh, they having fun. They honoring Pompey and all that other stuff. I'm not Pompey, Pompa and Ferilia. Okay. Well, what y'all want over here? Y'all want to serve the Lord, or y'all want to goddamn do what they were doing, our people? This is what Gregory the Third was saying. So Gregory was like, all right, cool. Let's just mix them together, which is an abomination to the Most High, our God. You understand me? Let's read. On May 13th, 609, Pope Boniface the Fourth, dedicated the Pantheon in Rome in honor of the Christian martyrs and the Catholic feast of all Martyrs Day was established in the Western Church. Pope Gregory III later expanded the festival to include all saints as well as all martyrs, and moved the observation from May 13th to November the 1st. By the 9th century, the influence of Christianity had spread to the Celtic lands, where it gradually blended with the supplements older Celtic rites. You know what I'm saying? So basically, these so-called wannabe saints, servants of the Lord, served goddamn the ancient rituals of the Celtics so good that the Celtics started to hear about it and said, yes, this is how you do it. This is what we need. So that made them feel like, Christian church. I like what y'all talking about, Christians. I might want to be a Christian simply because these stupid rituals they do. It ain't got nothing to do with God. You understand? It ain't got nothing to do with the Bible, black man. These white people don't have anything on us, man. White people don't believe in God. That's why they got Zeus. That's why they got goddamn they Greek goddess. That's why they got goddamn what? Trying to believe in goddamn what? Thor. You know what I'm saying? All that other bull god realm bull crap, man. All Souls Day. What kind of bull crap is this? So in the year 1000, the church made November the 2nd All Souls Day, a day to honor the dead. It widely believed today that the church, hold on, give me a second. I might want to put it this up for y'all. I know y'all hear me. But I would prefer you all to see what I read. Okay, let me see. Let's go back here. Okay, I don't know if y'all can see that. I want you guys to see that. That's good enough right there, right? I want y'all to see what I'm reading. All right. Like I said, we're at history.com. We're on articles. This is written. Everything is written for our learning and our teaching of the day to let us know that these people are devils. Devils. All right, let's keep reading. So they made on November the 2nd, All Souls Day, a day to honor the dead. You know what I'm saying? It's widely believed today that the church was attempting to replace the Celtic festivals of the dead with relating to church sanctioned holidays. You know what I'm saying? And let's go back to the Bible. Let's read. The Lord said, "Oh, here, my phone inside the Bible. I must be holding the scripture." Yep, I probably holding scripture. I probably hold Jeremiah 10. Yep. Let's read Jeremiah 10. And it says, this says Jeremiah 10:2. This says the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen and be not dismayed at the signs of their heavens. You know what I'm saying? Let's run to Amos 5:21. I despise your feast days, and I will not smell in your solemn assemblies. Verse 22. Though you offer me burnt offerings and your meat offerings, I will not accept them, neither will I regard the peace offerings of your fat beasts. Take thou away from the noise of thy song, for I will not hear the melodies of thy vows. You know what I'm saying? This is what God has to say about these people doing all these other feast days in his name. Greg the Third, Greg Pope the Third. Get your behind out of here, man. Lord don't give a damn about none of that. You're not an Israelite. He gives a damn about you. I don't give a damn about it. You don't even have the law of the Lord. You're a heathen. You know what I'm saying? That's what the Lord say. The Lord call you a heathen. That's a cut. He was a heathen. The heathen is basically all I just said. I don't give a damn about you. I hate you. I hate your kids. I hate your mama. I hate your daddy. I hate your feast days. I don't mess with you. Let's say it again. I don't F with you. I don't F with you. I don't F with you. That's what, when you call somebody a heathen, that's basically a word of saying that God hates everything you do. Your mere existence is an insult. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back. Let's go down. And basically, that's basically about it. Let's go to let's read right here. All Souls Day was celebrated similarly in the soul winds with big bonfire, parades, and dressing up in costumes as saints and angels and devils. Reason why they're saying they dressed up as saints, angels, and devils is simply because back then in their old rituals, like I said earlier, they probably had like wildebeests or bulls or, you know what I'm saying, goat heads attached to their bodies with big horns and nakedness and skin and fur upon them while they beating on tambourines or whatever around bonfires. Around a bonfire is something damn near like a lynching, just like a gathering or something like that. And you just looking devilish. And that's what it says right here. You know what I'm saying? Costume as saints, angels, and devils. Now let's break down your saints. Your saints that they probably was dressed up as was those damn wicked ass movies that they still make. The Conjuring. You know what I'm saying? You see a dirty ass, ugly, evil ass nun over there dressed up as a saint, which looks spooky as hell. You know what I'm saying? They dressed up and up like that. Angels. Like what is an angel? What does an angel look like? According to the Bible, you don't want to see an angel. You understand me? But according to Christianity, an angel, they probably dressing up. They ain't dressing up as a kid with wings. They dressing up as goddamn, I'm pretty sure, butt naked somebody, butt naked women, butt naked men with a diaper on. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? It ain't no white clothes with a goddamn halo or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? Even if they did that, that shit evil as well. You out there with dirt. You out there with other people who got down blood all on them from animal skin that they just killed and putting it on them. And devils. Right here. And devils. People dressing up as devils. Everybody trying to get along. Everybody getting along. Saints, angels, and devils. When they do that at? Where do they do that at, man? That's how dumb the white race is, man. All Saints Day celebrated was also called All Hallows or Hallows Man, Hallows Eve, or the Middle English Allahoism, means whatever that says, meaning All Saints Day. The night before the traditional night of Samhain in the Celtic religion began and was called All Hallows Eve and eventually Halloween. So this is what Halloween comes about. Let's read about how did it start in America. The celebration of Halloween was extremely limited to colonial New England because it was rid of Protestants' belief systems of there. Halloween was more commonly recognized in Maryland and the southern colonies, as the beliefs of the customs of different European ethnic groups and American Indians meshed. A distinct American version of Halloween began to emerge. The first celebration included play parties, or which public events held to celebrate the harvest. Neighbors would share stories of the dead and tell each other fortunes and dancing and singing. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Like we said already, the Lord said, don't be not dismayed at these people, man. In Jeremiah 10:2. Be not dismayed of the heathen, man. You know what I'm saying? No matter how much they try to make these goddamn so-called evil holidays, try to make it seem good, don't let that play with you, man. Don't let that get to you, man. Don't be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're doing is fueling evil. That's what you're doing. You're fueling that you can be evil and God is okay with that. You understand me? You're encouraging the next generation that they can dress up as hoodlums or whatever, or perjurers, or animals, or devils, or angels, and priests, and go knocking in and kick people's door down and beg them for money and beg them for candy, not knowing that these people are already designed to be evil. So that's therefore they're already goddamn lacing up your apples. They're putting razors in your apples. You understand me? Just for the hell of it. They say, oh, you shouldn't have trusted. This was the treat. You asked for a trick or a treat. This was the trick I meant to say. Yeah, I got you. And don't blame. Now don't get mad at House 302 on the block. Blame the game. Blame the game that you co-signed to play with. You understand? I understand you playing with fire trying to celebrate these white man holidays, man. You playing with fire. You playing with that bonfire. You understand me? When you want to be like these oppressors out here, man. You understand me? So let's share the screen again. Let's watch a little bit of it this time. Let's watch a little bit of it this time. And we're not gonna watch too much of it. We can get to either one. Let's go to, let's get a little bit of why Halloween. Nah, let's get the origins of Halloween. Let's get the origins of Halloween. So now we are on YouTube.com, right? So now we're on YouTube.com. Let's get a little bit of that. Let's share a little bit of that. And let's enlighten the crowd a little bit more on what the white man has said about these holidays. Let's go.
To our Halloween, it was the beginning of the dark half.
Thousands of years ago, the Celts, one of Europe's early tribes, celebrated their Samhain harvest festival with bonfires on the night of October 31st to welcome their new year. For ancient peoples, harvest was a matter of life and death. If crops failed, people starved. Death was always close.
The harvest time could be a scary time. The days are getting shorter, the nights are getting longer. There may or may not be enough food to last through the winter. So I think this is where this nightmarish quality possibly comes from.
And you hear what the white man is saying, the nightmarish quality, because it's actually stupid for the so-called oppressor to goddamn be scared that their crops is perishing and all that other stuff, but yet take the remaining of their crops and they set it on fire to honor the dead, that they can grow more crops to last them in the winter when it's already cold. So you took all your crops and you burned it up, and you're praising the dead that they can help you with crops. That got to be the most idiotic goddamn ritual ever, man. The stupidest ritual ever. Let's keep going. I'm sorry.
It's a bit of a warning. It's going to get cold and dark. Gather together, come home, and don't send anybody out alone in the dark.
Why is that? Now, why not send anybody alone out there in the dark? Why not? I mean, this is y'all little holiday y'all making up so far. So why not send each other in the dark like that? Because you want to believe in there's evil people out here, and there's evil people like yourself that celebrate this stuff like here and motivate other people's mindsets to be evil on these days when a lot of murders, and just watch when this October come up, man, how many unalivings, how many fires, how many goddamn gone wrong poison and lace candies and all that stuff goes on, man. Just watch, man. You hear it from these people. If you don't believe what I'm saying, believe it from their mouth.
There was even more to Samhain.
What marked Samhain and this transition from light to dark was that time and space became permeable, flexible.
Right there. Let's stop it
And
right
so
there. Because the
that
Lord is saying
spirits
that.
not only of
You see, they're looking up at the sky, right? What the Lord said in Jeremiah, it said, hear the word which I have spoken to you, house of Israel. This saith the Lord, learn not the way of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? And be not dismayed at the signs of heaven, for the heathen are dismayed at them. Look what this man is doing. This man is dismayed at the signs of heaven. He believes in horoscopes. He believes in zodiac signs and all the other stuff. He believes in Hallows Eve rituals. You understand me? He is dismayed at the signs of heavens. He don't know what the hell to do. If he should be talking about the spirits of the dead, of the living, to be right, to be good, to be an angel, be a priest, be a demon, be a devil. He does not know what life is about. No? So therefore, it leads to him to be like this caveman here.
the dead, but of the past or of other realities could sort of wander into our reality, and humans could wander out and get lost in the other world as well.
The veil.
Oh God, I'm sorry. I'm gonna let y'all watch it. It's just so stupid, man. These people are just retarded, man. And I hope y'all see what I see and understand what I understand. If you're a Black, Hispanic, Native Indian, let them have their holiday, man. God damn it. Black people want to be a part of this bull crap here. I thought we were smarter than that, black man. Hispanic and Native Indian. Y'all so-called woke. Why not you ain't woken up not to celebrate the bull crap? Oh, it's for the color. We doing it for the kids. The kids you supposed to protect.
Between life and death was at its thinnest, and the living and the dead could commingle. And that's at the root of all the Halloween celebrations.
Stories persist of people on Samhain night getting trapped in the other world, and of the dead appearing among the living. But the truth is, we know precious little about Samhain. We can only guess that their bonfires likely drew one familiar Halloween icon, a thing familiar yet frightening to many: the bat.
The blood-sucking bat. But before we get on that bat, we ain't really gonna talk about the bat. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna I mean, y'all know about all this stuff. Let's skip to All Souls Day. I'll start the snowball. You know what I'm saying? But come on, man. They talking about people going to another time and space. Nah, them people got murked off in these evil times. Like the brothers, like the white man said, he said, goddamn, we just imagine what happened at them bonfires. We don't know what the hell happened at them bonfires. Nigga, rituals. Black people ain't just get created. Black people been around. Black, Hispanic, Native Indians, they been around. They ain't just being created just because we've been in America. You understand me? Ain't no telling what these goddamn oppressors done that history.com or YouTube is afraid to say. Of course, they're not going to say it, right? You don't know what the hell happened to us out there, man. You understand? Let's fast forward to All Souls Day.
So thank the church for inspiring the creepy essentials of Halloween.
Look at that cross right there, man. Worshiping the death of Christ. That is scary. This is how we kill people, they say. This is how we killed your king. Yeah, that's what they saying right now, man. I put Christ on a cross, and I put nails in his hand and his feet, and I hung him by the nails on this cross, this device right here, this mechanism. He sat there, and the skeleton he's starting to rot, and the crows started to peck at the other man and whatnot. How these devils are, man. Devils, man. Devil, white man is a devil.
There's more. The church also helped establish the tradition of trick-or-treating, sort of. It all started during the Middle Ages on All Souls Day, when priests told Christians to pray for souls trapped between heaven and hell in a netherworld they called purgatory.
Now, what you dumb, stupid priest? Where is this in the Bible? Where you reading? Where you read that at? Where you read this at? He didn't read that in the Bible. He's a fake ass Christian that want to believe in the Celtics as well. So he still believe goddamn whatever the Celtics believe in and getting caught up in goddamn realms and the life and the dead, meeting each other, talking to each other, dapping each other up, helping me out with my crops. But yet he got a costume on as he's a priest.
Purgatory was not a pleasant place. It's not hell. It's not as bad as hell is, but it's still probably pretty fiery. Souls are kind of suffering there. Luckily, there is something that you could do. You could offer up prayers for them.
How did souls get out of purgatory? According to the church, if enough prayers were offered, a soul would fly up into heaven.
Look at this, man. I gotta get. We're gonna end class in a minute because this is so barbaric and stupid. And black people, we know white people are dumb and retarded. We know that. All the things they create, as far as to go with these festivals and whatnot. But yet, black men, we don't understand that we should not be participating in this stuff. We should not be participating in this type of, oh my God, what is this? You understand me? What is this type of belief system? Look at the background. Look what's going on everywhere. Fire everywhere. White men rising up, or it's sad to see, man. Earth is a cruel place. You know what I'm saying? Because of these people right here, man. Because of these white people right here, man. These Europeans. Earth is a cruel, cruel, cruel place because of these people, man. You understand? What the hell is this? What the hell is this belief here, man? This is, man, this is crazy.
This led to a medieval custom that bears more than a striking resemblance to our modern trick-or-treat. Children would go souling, begging for soul cakes, spiced cakes filled with raisins. In return for these treats, the beggars would offer up prayers for souls trapped in purgatory.
So that's what you're doing when you go into these houses, knocking on doors with candy. You keeping rituals, you stupid boy, stupid Christians. You keeping rituals like these right here, like a beggar would do. And the Lord said, don't live a sluggard lifestyle. It's rather that you should die than be a beggar. You should rather die than be a beggar. Look at this bull crap here, man. And our people are so goddamn beguiled upon, man. The white man is the damn devil. I'm going to say it again. Hey, Shalom, Lord of Christ, says, your house, Shema, Thabashim, I was shot. It makes me angry to understand that these people got a hold on our people, man. Got us believing this bull crap as well. Got us celebrating evil spirits like these stupid white people that been doing this for rice cakes or whatever you got to eat. Whatever they eating back in that time to make them feel as if they helping the souls come out of purgatory. And then they go pray because they got, man, that's the dumbest holiday, dumbest tradition, dumbest everything. The dumbest thing you could ever want to be a part of. Oh my God, but we gotta light this on fire and let this light shine upon how stupid it is to celebrate goddamn Halloween. These are the lies, man. I forgive our brothers and sisters out here, man, that we're caught between the snares of these oppressors, man. Because they script us out what we know. We learning what they goddamn believe. And which is this bull crap, man. Let's keep playing. Nice.
While this forerunner to trick-or-treat became a preoccupation for medieval Christians, so did another future essential of Halloween: witches.
It made perfect sense for people in medieval times to believe that there were demons and witches.
I'm about done with that. Y'all get what's going on right now, man. Y'all get what's going on. Hold on, let me bring this light back. It got dark in here. Purgatory might be trying to find me. They might be trying to find me. It done got dark in here. All right, y'all see what's going on, man. Lord say, don't worry about that bull crap, man. Be not dismayed at the signs of heaven. What the hell that boy was doing, looking up in the sky, trying to pray for them rituals and all the other stuff. How the hell you gonna pray for somebody that's dead so they can go to heaven? Like, how the hell you know they caught between the realms, or what the hell ever you've been thinking? How the hell a white man even know that the dead is even in hell or heaven at the same day? It's so stupid, man. It's so stupid. We're supposed to be living on a land of intelligent white people today, right? These white people supposed to be intelligent today, right? Right? Don't you want to say that they're the superior race? These are animals, man. These are damn dogs. You see what they believe in? Come on now. Goddamn, stop fooling yourself all your time, man. You see what these devils believe? This crayon book. They believe in crayon, man. This is not real. You understand? From what I know Israel is a real place. Egypt is a real place. You understand me? I know this is real. I know my God is a living God. You understand? We're not worried about men that don't know how to create down life, don't know how to create water, don't know how to create trees and oxygen. Want to tell you what the hell is a purgatory? What the hell is Halloween, man? It drives me crazy to even think about it, man. You understand me? It drives me sick to even think about it because our people are caught in those snares that are going to celebrate October 31st and in rituals of this stupid boy right here. I gotta play it one more time. Man. Let me play it one more time. I'm gonna play just this little part of this boy as a beggar going and snatching up this damn food. Like he's stupid. And your kids doing the same thing. They knocking on people's doors and spirits and rituals of doing the same thing.
A soul would fly up into heaven. This led to a medieval custom that bears more than a striking resemblance to our modern trick-or-treat. Children would go souling, begging for soul cakes, spiced cakes filled with raisins. In return for these treats, the beggars would offer up prayers for souls trapped in purgatory.
Bullshit, man. Excuse my language, man. That's what our little babies are out here doing nowadays when they knocking on these people, these devil's doors. Begging for soul cake. We call that souling. When you see these people, you use these words, man, on these devils out here, man. When you see these kids and all that just walking around like they having fun with Halloween, nah, they may be trick or treating. I'm gonna call it souling. What you doing out here souling? They're like, yeah, what is souling? I'm gonna tell you exactly what the hell you doing. You souling. You believe in purgatory and all that other stuff. You believe that the dead is caught in the clamps. They still alive, they ain't in heaven or hell. You know what I'm saying? You trying to pray for them? They don't know what the hell you talking about because people nowadays, these vagabonds, these Americans don't even know what they celebrate nowadays, man. They just do it because they have no culture. So they take and they take and they take. You understand? Black people, I just pray that you make it out on the better side so you won't be joining hand in hand with these people's demise. Because these people have to pay for all their crimes that they putting out on this earth. They have to. It's in the Bible. You understand me? They have to pay, and they will pay with blood. They will pay with blood, and they will pay with blooder and blooder. And their kids will pay with blood. Their moms will pay with blood. They will pay with blood. You understand? Because this saith the Lord. Preaching off the Shar, ICBK, Augusta, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? ICBK, South Carolina. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to y'all vibing with me, getting this daily bread today about Hallows Eve, Halloween, the lies and forgiveness, about all the other stuff going on out here in the earth. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate y'all, man. We the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge. Start out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under Commanding General Yohana, where we teach Black, Hispanic, and Native Indians that they are the lost 12 tribes of the nation of Israel. You should be not envying the oppressor that's dealing with Halloween and Hallows Eve, man, because it's all bull crap, man. You understand? Instead of trying to believe and celebrate that, you need to come back to your customs. You understand me? If I see you out here in a Halloween costume, I'm blazing on you. You understand? I'm blazing on you right then and there on spot. You're too big for that, brother. And sister, you should know better than that little kid out here souling. And if you don't know what souling means, I'm going to put you on game. That's what a priest and prophet do. We cry out and we spread not. We lift up our voice as a trumpet and we show our people their transgressions. Because the Lord said in the book of Amos, chapter 5:21, I don't smell none of that. Lord is a real nigga. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't even want you goddamn talk about me, you punk. If we could cuss, I would, but I'm not going to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm preaching Officer 500 Shaw, Israelite School, Universal Practical Knowledge, South Carolina, Augusta, Georgia. And I'll see y'all, Lord alive, tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But I'll see y'all soon. The water.